So, yung isang shade niya is like a lighter pink. Ooh, ang ganda ng application niya. Walang fallout at all, pero gets doble de gastos. What's up? It's Eunice and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to do a full face of TÉVIANT. Maybe not full face because I'm missing a couple of products, but I'll be using all of the TÉVIANT products in my collection. I've been wanting to film this video for a while now because ever since I've tried their eyeshadow palette, I couldn't believe that this is a local brand. Not to say na hindi maganda yung local brands natin pero kakaiba siya sa ibang local brands na na-try ko na from before, like Happy Skin, BLK, Esienco. Sobrang ibang-iba yung products niya. In my opinion, it's more of your elevated makeup products. So, kung gusto mo mag-build ng sarili mong kit that you can use for like special occasions and whatnot, I highly recommend checking out TÉVIANT. If you guys want to see how and hear what I think about these TÉVIANT makeup products, then just keep on watching. So, I usually start with an eyebrow gel, and today I'm using this Esienco eyebrow gel. So, what I like to do is just brush my brows up and make it look feathery. So I let this dry for a sec and then I go in and brush it up again just so that it's a lot more tacky para magsistay siya when I comb it up. Kasi if you just keep adding and adding more product, it's not gonna stay up that quickly. So papadry mo muna siya ng onte and then that's when you add a little bit more para lalo siya magmukhang bushy and feathery. Okay, so now we're taking the eyebrow tint. I really love the 4-prong tip of this because it really mimics the natural hair strokes. So what I like to do is start at the bottom of my brows, tapos I flick it up. So the reason why we went in with the brow gel first is so that you can see where the sparse areas are and then that's where you focus your product lang so that hindi magmumukhang isang buong like marker yung brows mo. It will look a lot more natural while it's very filled. So again, just lightly brushing it up. So this is the way I'm doing it. So kind of like press on the bottom and then flick it up with a light hand para ganyan yung magiging itsura niya. So to get the best result for this type of product, I would take my time kasi if you rush it, hindi mo makukuha yung effect na kaya niyang ibigay. So that is why for this product, I don't really recommend it for every day unless you have the time to get ready in the morning and take your time to actually do the step. So ayan. So even at the tail end of my brow, ganun din. I really like this for filling in like the sparse area closer to my nose kasi it really makes it look so natural. And it's super easy because if you make a mistake, you can always just wipe it off before it dries out. But here is how it looks so far. Now I'm gonna do it on the other brow. So if you're someone who likes to get ready quickly in the morning, you might not like this because as you can see, I'm really taking my time. Pero the effect that it will give your brows is really nice. So it's really something for siguro mga special occasions, ganyan, na you have time to get ready. Pero for everyday, it's not my favorite. So make sure you close it tightly kasi may tendency siya to dry up. So I'm just using the Maybelline Instant Rewind Concealer to really highlight or carve out my brows. So I'm just putting it on my makeup palette. So I'm just using this concealer brush to help carve out my brow. And here is how my brow looks. So now let's do my eyes. Okay, so first I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm using this smudge-proof eyeshadow base from NARS. I just got this recently kasi nawalan na ako ng makeup base. Okay, and then I'm gonna set that using this Japanese pressed powder from my Natasha Denona palette. So I've talked about this Teviant eyeshadow palette na before. This is still in the shade Senorita. So this palette comes with 12 beautiful shades, a mix of shimmer shades and matte shades. Fortunately, wala akong transition shade here. So what I'm gonna use is the Sculpt to Bronze Duo. So I'm going to use the contour powder on this using this fluffy blending brush from Michelle D. And then that's what I'm gonna use as my transition shade for today's look. So I'm focusing that on the outer corner first. And then just bringing it in. I'm adding a little bit more just to deepen out the outer corner. So I'm taking this shader lid brush from Sigma. It's like a flat brush. Very nice for like your shimmer shades. And then what I'm gonna do is the wet technique. So basically, the wet technique is great for like mga shimmer shades. And what you're gonna do lang is you're gonna dip your brush into some water. Pero medyo i-dry out niyo yung water sa brush. So what I like to do is parang ganyan. So once it's medyo dry na, what I'll use is this shade. This is the shade Fantasia. It's like a nice orange shimmer. And I'll be applying this all over my lid. Ooh, ang ganda ng application niya. Walang fallout at all. Which is why, with this eyeshadow, I don't mind applying foundation first kasi very minimal, close to none yung fallout niya. And as you can see, ang ganda ng pigment nung shimmer. It's very, very pigmented. So that's what I've noticed for the formula of this eyeshadow. It really applies well when it comes to the shimmer shades when you use that wet technique. And that wet technique is something I've learned from watching so much of Albert Kurniawan's videos. As you can see, the shimmer is so pigmented. Pero napansin ko, kung ano yung kinapigmented nung shimmers niya is yun naman yung, when it comes to the matte shades, it's more on the side of, it's lighter, pero it's very buildable. Which is why, siguro, this palette is not everyone's cup of tea kasi sanay sila when they, you know, a lot of people, when you swatch makeup palettes, gusto mo super pigmented agad siya. But for me, what I like is something that's buildable yung formula niya and it will not look patchy. So now that we have our shimmer, what I'm gonna do is deepen out the look. And I'm taking this tapered blending brush from Sigma. And I'm gonna dip this in the shade Mi Alma. So we're just gonna focus that on the outer corner. Ayan. But what I like to do lang is grab more of that contour shade from the Sculpt to Bronze Duo. This redefine. That's really just blend those two colors together. And then, if ever parang medyo nawala yung pigment and mas gusto mong mas pigmented pa siya, just reapply a little bit on the lower half of your lid. And there we have it. Now I'm gonna apply that same contour shade using a small brush. This one is from Luxie. I'm not sure what you call this brush. But what I'm gonna do is just smoke out my lower lash line. I'm taking this angled brush. This one is from Sigma. So I'm gonna do the wet technique again. So I'm dipping it in water. Tapos, yan. And then I'm gonna use the shade Papi as my base for the eyeliner. I really like applying eyeshadow as eyeliner just because I like how it creates an outline and then you can just follow that or like trace on it later. Actually, medyo napakapal ko to. I wasn't planning on doing that. Pero I'm gonna apply eyeliner lang on the outer part of my lid. This is not my best work, but we'll make it work. And then I'm gonna take, where's that brush? I'm gonna take this brush. Yun lang yung ipapang smudge ko. Onte, para medyo smoked out siya. Now I'm taking this Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade Brownie. I'm just gonna tightline my eyelids. So tightlining is applying this here. Now we're using this TÉVIANT liquid liner in the shade Virago. So medyo unfair to kasi natuyo na to dati. Naiwanan ko siyang nakabukas and then for some reason, tinor ko lang siya upright and now it's working again. So this might not be the proper representation of this eyeliner but I really like how thin it is. Ayan. So it creates a nice wing. So like I said, I'm just using that eyeshadow as my outline for the eyeliner. I really shouldn't be talking while applying eyeliner. Like I said, when it comes to the eyeshadow palette, I have a full review on this, but if you're someone who wants something super pigmented when it comes to their matte shades, you're not gonna get it with this because the shades are light but they're buildable. So you have to layer it and layer it. Pero it makes it look so nice kasi well blended yung eyeshadows niya. It doesn't look patchy at all when it comes to the matte shades. And then when it comes to the shimmer shades, applying it using a wet brush is the best way to do it. Medyo kakaiba lang yung shades in this Senorita palette, so it will force you to really experiment. But I've been loving it. I've created a lot of different looks with it. Like I said, I have a full review on this palette and I really like it. It's something that I don't have in my makeup collection right now. And again, worth it for the price that you pay. Good quality eyeshadows. It's very compact. It's sleek when it comes to the packaging. Something that you can throw in your makeup purse, and it comes with a huge mirror, which is super useful for creating a full face of makeup. The eyeliner, I wouldn't say it's the most smudge-proof eyeliner because I've seen this run on my lower lid or my lower lash line after wearing it out under a hot, humid day. But on days where it's, a lot cooler and hindi ako papawisan, it works so nice. So nicely. Tapos yung finish niya, it's also not shiny, which I love. It's more on the matte side, pero hindi rin siya too matte na mukha siyang pentel pen na nilagay sa eyeliner nyo. It's like the in-between that's perfect for a nice, subtle look. Okay, so I forgot to turn on my mic on this part of the video, but anyway, I'm just using the Sculpt to Bronze Duo in the shade Morocco. So I love this because the contour shade is not too ashy, which I think is perfect for the Filipino market. Another thing that I've noticed with these products is the fact that when it comes to the pigmentation, these are very pigmented. So use it with a light hand. Don't dip your brush too much on the powder just because it comes off very pigmented. If you want to have a really stark sculpted face, then do that. But I highly recommend just using it with a light hand. That way you give yourself a natural look. I love it because it's not patchy at all and it lasts throughout the whole day. Okay, so now we're using the TÉVIANT Glow to Glass highlighter, and this is in the shade Resin. So, ayan. What I like to use lang is a fan brush, and this one is from Ann Klutz. Tapos, minimix ko yung dalawang shades together. And then, I apply that on the apples of my cheeks. Itong cheekbones ko sa may brow bone. And I really like how it looks. It feels like hindi siya too beaming na highlight. It's really good for like everyday use too. Tapos, ginagamit ko din siya dito sa nose area ko. Tapos, sa cupid's bow and sa chin. So I like to use a small brush, and this is the pencil brush from Sigma. And then I'm using the shade Lure. What I like to do is apply this on the inner corner of my eyes, just to brighten it up a bit. Yeah, it's really the perfect shade for me. Okay, so yung blush shade, medyo off siya sa eyeshadow look ko ngayon, but this is in the shade Rosette. So yung isang shade niya is like a lighter pink, tapos yung isa mas peachy pink siya. So what I like to do is just mix these two together. And the way that I like to apply this is with a fluffy brush like this. This is the Aesthetica P12 brush. Tapos dito ko lang siya ina-apply sa apples. Hindi na siya yung katulad dati na. Tapos dito. Mas maganda daw ganito para malilift yung cheek area mo. So light lang kasi medyo off nga siya dun sa aking warm na eye look. What I like about these products, they're very long-lasting. I've worn this a bunch of times already underneath my mask, and pag uwi ko sa bahay, may blush pa rin ako, which is what I love about it. Very pigmented siya, pero it doesn't look patchy on your face. Tapos, hindi siya mukhang nakapatong lang on your skin. Maganda yung powder niya na sobrang, hindi ko ma-explain, pero hindi siya yung powdery look, and I like how it looks on top of my skin. So, yun. To finish off the look, I'm using this Ann Klutz Beauty Mist. So this is just gonna help really set that makeup on our skin and make it all melt and look more skin-like. We're going to apply mascara. So this is the TÉVIANT Bon Cherry Mascara, and this is by far my favorite, not only my favorite product from TÉVIANT, but one of my favorite mascaras ever. So first, let's curl our lashes. I'm using the Shu Uemura Eyelash Curler. So, just making sure na nakuha ko lahat ng lashes. So what I've watched from the videos, though often yung misconception is yung manipis na liner, dual-ended kasi siya eh. Itong mas manipis na part, a lot of people would actually assume na it's for the lower lashes, which is usually ganun naman talaga. But napanood ko sa video ni Albert Kurniawan, and I've loved this mascara na before ko pa malaman kung paano talaga siya gamitin. Pero fibers pala to, so this is what you apply first. And I love that you can actually angle it this way para mas madaling i-apply sa lashes. So itong side, like I said, is yung fibers. Dry yung formula niya. It's really gonna help keep that volume. And I really like the brush kasi na-reach niya lahat ng lashes ko. Even itong sa inner corner. Oh, diba? Before, after. And then, of course, we must not forget the lower lashes. So, it already looks good, pero lilayer mo pa siya nung kabilang side. So, with this mascara, it's not waterproof. Pero hindi rin siya ganun kabilis mag-smudge. I actually really like this. So a lot of times, what I would actually do is, apply ko lang yung fiber side niya. Tapos I would choose a different, mascara on top para mas ma-thicken siya. Although maganda din naman na to. Pero yung formula lang na panalo is itong fiber side talaga. Oops! Nalagyan ko yung aking eyelid. So, just so you guys know, itong mascara na to has been with me for over, I think it's coming into its 6th month. And so far, okay pa siya. Honestly, ayoko dapat muna talagang i-film tong video na to kasi feeling ko unfair. Kasi a lot of the eyeliner, the mascara, more than 6 months na siya sa akin. Feeling ko hindi na siya at its best. Pero as you can see, okay pa siya. And it's gonna keep that curl up the entire day talaga. And I really love it because it keeps your lashes up. Pero it keeps it looking like your real lashes. Hindi siya mukhang fake na spidery and clumpy. It's up pero it's great for everyday looks. And another thing that I love about this product is hindi rin siya ganun kahirap tanggalin. You guys know how much I love the Heroin Make mascara. Kasi isa lang yun sa mga mascara na nakakapagpa-keep ng lashes ko up throughout the entire day. Pero medyo mahirap tanggalin yun. And that's not a good thing for your lashes. I mean, you can always buy the mascara remover pero gets doble de gastos. But with this TÉVIANT Moncherry mascara, napansin ko even though yung formula niya keeps my lashes up the entire day, it doesn't smudge on like regular days. Pag tinanggal ko siya using like my regular makeup remover, natatanggal siya. And ease of use din talaga to. Hindi siya ganun kahirap tanggalin. I don't have to tug on my eyelids or my lashes to take it off. So I think overall, panalo siya. I don't know why wala masyado akong nakikitang influencers who talk about this. Although it's always sold out ha. So I'm not sure if it's really underrated. Baka lang wala masyadong nagpo-post about it. But it's honestly the best. So unfortunately, wala ako nung lip spell nila. So I'm just going to use this Happy Skin Lip Mallow to finish off my entire look. And then I'm going to use this Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Amber. Just in the center of my lips. Okay, so here is the finished makeup look using a lot of TÉVIANT's makeup products. And overall, I really love the TÉVIANT brand. Not only are they able to provide, good quality makeup, but a lot of their makeup a lot of their products are not trendy. It's like the base products that you need to be able to create your own makeup kit. So a lot of these, it might not be, those Instagram makeup looks that you see, but it's definitely something that you will actually use. Compared to other local brands, they do come with a higher price tag, pero you do get what you pay for when it comes to these products kasi sobrang good quality talaga nila. All of their powder products, they melt on your face and it doesn't look like it's sitting on top of your face. Yung formula niya is really, really good in my opinion. Hindi siya katulad ng mga ibang local brands dyan kasi yung ibang local brands, I feel like it caters more to your everyday type of makeup look like tinted sunscreen, your multi-use mousse and whatnot. When it comes to TÉVIANT products, ito yung mga makeup na gagamitin mo for special occasions, ganyan. Kung gusto mo ng specific product for each specific area of your face, ito yung bibilhin mo. And to be honest, yung packaging niya sobrang ganda din. It's very aesthetic. It's really my cup of tea and there's some weight to the product. So honestly, kaya siyang ipanglaban sa mga na-try ko ng foreign brands dito sa US. If ever may i-recommend ako sa inyo na i-try, I highly recommend the TÉVIANT Moncherry Mascara. As you can see, it's the only mascara I'm wearing on my lashes right now. I'm not even wearing any falsies and I really love the look of it. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more makeup videos, some day in my life videos, please do subscribe to my channel. I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, or at least I try to upload every Wednesday and Sunday. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Once again, it's Eunice. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!